YouTube is being a penis. YouTube's interface is wow. Previously on this particular storyline.
There you can see the enormity of what appears to be a secondary explosion. Whether that was could well be the first explosion, because it may have been a fire just before it. But
Jesus, on level 1.
So 10 times more magma, 1,000 times more eruption.
Potentially.
Okay, so let's increase it by another factor of 5 and make it 125 cubic kilometers. This time, let's just run it this time just from the hydrothermal blast.
Sure. EI 5 again.
Okay. EI 5 again. Whoa. What happened?
Computer glitch?
Okay, tell me what we just saw. Alright, I'll say it. If we have a reservoir of meltdown there that's larger than 125 cubic kilometers, then this model is telling us that even a moderate eruption near Norris could destabilize the rest of the chamber and trigger a
BEI 8. Super eruption.
That's great. And if frogs and wings, then they would bump their little green asses hopping around it. If there was a pocket of melt over 125 cubic kilometers, then a possible eruption at Norris may trigger further eruptions, which maybe, just possibly, could register as BEI 8. Brilliant. Great. Jesus, you're letting yourself be spooked by a video game. Oh.
You're letting yourself be spooked.
Just because there's a lot of magma down there doesn't mean that it's all going to come out. Big magma chambers can produce big eruptions, but they can also produce small ones. The real question is, what is the trigger that can set an eruption off? An earthquake, perhaps, opening up the roof of the chamber and allowing the magma to escape. But you see, many of the earthquakes in Yellowstone over the previous have done that. And so far, not one had. To find out what was really going on in Yellowstone, we needed better images of the chamber. We also needed to see what was going on at ground level. We needed to be there. We closed the park to be safe, but that didn't stop the hordes of people coming to check it out for themselves.
Hey, Rick! Hey,
All right, then you need to understand what it is that you're covering. Yeah, it's me. Get me Matt. Come on in, Maggie. I'm sorry, guys. Not the crew. Okay? Come on through. Just not the crew. It's me. We're going to give Maggie Chin the tour.
Take a look up there. You're looking at the northwestern rim of the giant caldera, where the ground fell over 1,000 feet after the last super eruption.
So we're in the volcano.
Sure are. I thought we'd take a little drive to the other side. So what can you see?
Yellowstone Lake.
Okay. Now look out across the lake to that range of mountains on the far side.
The Absarokas.
How far would you say those mountains are from here?
Far. 10 miles?
Roughly 15. Now those mountains are where you'll find the eastern edge of the giant caldera. The western edge is about another 15 miles behind us. The north to south is even further. It's over 50 miles. So that's 45 minutes of driving, and we're still only in the center of the volcano crater.
What's your point, Matt?
My point is, if this thing erupts,
3, 2, 1. Our pile explodes in a fireball stretching so high into the sky that it's visible from half of South America, with so much power that the ground just splashes like water, forming a crater 100 kilometers across. Bedrock on the scale of whole mountain ranges is vaporized in an instant, while thousands of tons of material is catapulted away with such speed that it's ejected into space. Some leaves Earth forever, while most of it comes raining down as hot, burning debris that heats up the atmosphere to oven-like temperatures, killing most big animals and causing firestorms all over the world. The Earth's crust rings like a bell, struck by global earthquakes stronger than anything in recorded history, decimating cities around the world, while hurricane-force winds flatten every single tree in South America and wildfires consume the continent. The abundance of hydrocarbons in the Amazon burned to form ash are cast into the atmosphere, darkening the sky and keeping sunlight from reaching the surface, dropping temperatures to near freezing worldwide. The ensuing global winter may last for decades and results in the extinction of every large animal species, humans included.
die. If you think you're going to win some award or get promoted because you knew about this first, you won't. There won't be anyone around to give you your pat on the back. You need to get some perspective.
How close are we here from Mars?
25 kilometers as per handbook rules. Exciting, huh?
Yeah. Very exciting. With any luck, it'll erupt while we have such a good view. uplift concentrated.
Here, Firehole River Basin.
Hail some Norris.
Hang on. The question is this rising magma or is this groundwater?
I could make a plausible case of either.
Yeah, I know you could.
Another 2.2 to the northeast of Norris. That's the front today. So, we got another swarm coming.
I need the SRI data for the entire park. Can we get more instrumentation down at Firehole River Basin?
We steal them from elsewhere.
Well, stealing.
The ground uplift, earthquake swarms, rising levels of carbon dioxide, and the hydrothermal event. All of these things can be indicators of volcanic activity. Equally, they can mean nothing. We closed the park to be safe.
Lebanon has been plunged into darkness after its two largest power stations were shut down due to a prolonged fuel shortage. Officials say the outage will last several days. Many in the country rely on private generators, but diesel is in short supply. Neighboring Iran has pledged to send more fuel shipments. Lebanon has suffered several power cuts in recent months amid an economic crisis that has seen the value of its currency fall by 90% since 2019. The army has been deployed to stop bank runs in Beirut.
From the latest technology to toys, building materials, and even food, many products are in short supply around the world. So what's causing the supply crunch? And will this mean higher prices for us all? This is a Toy Story.
A massive cargo ship spending a third day stuck in Egypt's Suez Canal, clogging one of the busiest shipping routes in the world. Rescue crews now say it might take weeks to set it free. Today, multiple tugboats failed to dislodge the Ever Given. Officials say strong winds and a sandstorm knocked the ship off course. Shipping experts say the vessel's enormous size may have been a factor because the containers on deck can act as giant sails during windy conditions. All right, let me give you a sense of how big this ship is. Here's a comparison. The Evergreen is about 1,300 feet long, longer than the Eiffel Tower, and almost as long as the Empire State Building. Adding trout to the bitter cold. Climatologists say it will start getting better in a few years. But let's just say, I don't think I'll live to see another time.
You can shove your climate crisis up your arse. You can shove your climate crisis up your arse. You can shove your climate crisis. You can shove your climate crisis. You can shove your climate crisis up your arse. Inside, they're just politicians and people in power pretending to take our future seriously, pretending to take the present seriously of the people that have been affected already today by the climate crisis. Change is not going to come from inside there. That is not leadership. This is leadership. This is what leadership looks like.
Mankind has been blind for thousands of years, for all of its history. We have come to a place whose wonders are 100-fold more amazing than anything on earth. Around us is clear evidence of the will of a higher power. I bring the vision to the blind eyes of men. I bring the word to the deaf ears of men. I will make them see it. I will make them hear it. Prophet Cha Dawn, Planet Rising.
Is the game joined?
Clear up the scale of what we still have to do all this time on. 80% of USA covered by ash. 20% rendered unusable or uninhabitable. Cities and towns permanently abandoned. Billings, Cheyenne, Denver, Salt Lake City. I don't know how we kept going, to be honest. Just the animals. was achieved.
Hope your nuclear age goes better than everybody else's. There's still desire for somebody to enter the nuclear age. I don't personally recommend it. Fanatic purifiers. With another species of adorable bloodthirsty fanatic purifiers.
When America increased military spending to launch its well-organized War on Terror campaign.
Kabul airport is the only safe way out of Afghanistan, and today there was nearly a run on it.
Well organized. Well, the cost of the war on terror is roughly the same as the cost of the Martian colonization and terraforming project. So, if we'd postponed the war on terror, done the standard FBA responsive ordering 20 to 100 million for information that leads to the death or capture of, and just shrugged, we would have somewhere on the order of 10,000 to 100,000 inhabitants on Mars by today. Same amounts for Moon. That's how much it cost. I'm not in favor of just turning the butt cheek, but some amount of budgetary discretion when it comes to angry acts of response. If your only response is to put your house on a trebuchet, light it on fire, and throw it at the enemy, then perhaps you need to be sure that it is indeed a conflict worth throwing your house over. If not, then perhaps restraint.
Yeah, let's do it! Together, you old son of a bitch! On 3, 1, 2.
You guys doing Morty's mind blowers?
Morty's mind blowers?
Grandpa, is this a scenario 3?
What's that? And who are you?
Oh man, it's a scenario 4.
Scenario 4. Scenario 4th density.
God damn it! I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's a craftsman nearby. I can smell it. Whoa, what? Can I help you? How did we fall asleep during interdimensional cable? Dude, what the hell, Summer? Summer, you dumb
How long
bitch.
were we
How
out?
much of interdimensional cable did we miss, Summer? You
TV
stupid
shows and
bitch.
commercials
Why did you let us fall asleep?
Stupid
dumb
bitch.
Captain, the most elementary and valuable statement in science, the beginning of wisdom is,
I do not know.
I do not know what that is, sir.
Do not know what that is, sir.
mathematical certainty that I'd have to pay taxes. Every projection I ran confirmed it. I knew I couldn't pay taxes, nor did I care to, but I could commit tax fraud, and in the process, perhaps save money.
Oh, John, I can't believe it. You've come so far. Just look at you. We're all so proud.
I'm proud to be part of the Psi Corps.
So remember, if you know someone who might be a telepath, or think you might be one yourself,
Get
help them get the help
they need.
Call the Corps.
Call government information for more on the Psi Corps Center near you. This message has been brought to you by the Ministry for Public Information.
Cadian's looking up the Krieg's Death Corps approaching. As a matter of fact.
What's the rumpus? Well, the scepter. You see, we were wondering how Strucker got so inventive. So I've been analyzing the gem. Inside, you may recognize Jarvis, Doctor. Started out, Jarvis is just a natural language UI. Now he runs an Iron Legion. He runs more of the business than anyone besides Pepper. Top of the line.
Yes, I suspect not for long.
Meet the competition.
Check this shit out.
It's beautiful. You got to guess what's it look like.
Like it's thinking. I mean, this could be it's not a human mind. I mean, look at this. They're like neurons firing.
Down Strucker's lab, I saw some fairly advanced robotics work. They deep sixed the data, but I gotta guess he was knocking on a very particular door.
Artificial intelligence.
This could be it, Chris. This could be the key to creating Ultron.
I thought Ultron was a fantasy.
Yesterday was. If we can harness this power, apply it to my Iron Legion protocol.
It's a mad-sized if.
Our job is if. What if you were sipping margaritas on a sun-drenched beach, turning brown instead of green? Not looking over your shoulder for Veronica.
Don't hate. I helped design Veronica.
Although evidence of such an outcome is not conclusive, the situation in the Galente system of Vale is very different. Although a federal Marines base on Vale 2 was obliterated from orbit after its defenses fired on Triglavian overflights, the invaders have held off their ground forces from the major population centers. It is speculated that Triglavian doctrine takes a total war approach, leading to eradication when they are challenged by serious opposition. This strategy may be aimed at encouraging settlements on future conquered planets to surrender without resistance. Edencom has described the Triglavian tactics as nothing less than a terror campaign and urged continued construction of planetary defenses. The Amar Empire and Kaldari State continue to support Edencom's overall strategy, despite growing disquiet over the scale of the losses so far. President Celis Agard of the Galente Federation has also repeatedly emphasized the importance of Edencom to New Eden's defense. Minmatar Republic forces fighting in conjunction with Edencom and loyal Capsuleers have successfully defended almost all Minmatar systems attacked by the Triglavians. The few Minmatar systems where Triglavian victory has been achieved appear to be occupied by limited resource gathering expeditions. As the war has raged on, the Triglavians have been fielding their vast world arcs in greater numbers.
781 just sped up to 46 knots, 50 knots.
This morning, the sound of U.S. Navy sailors reacting to a radar screen tracking unidentified objects flying around their stealth ship.
138 knots. Fast.
Opening gateways for even more fleets to enter and spread terror across New Eden. The balance between the Triglavian and Edencom forces has proved delicate. Edencom and the Empires benefit from a vast population, huge industrial base, and a wealth of resources. The Triglavians' technology and ability to concentrate their forces and strike at will makes their invasion thrusts difficult to predict and formidable. EdenCom's Marshal Valkanier has declared Capsuleer support crucial to the fight against the invaders, saying, "It is my firm belief that more systems would have fallen to the Triglavians without the loyal Capsuleers of New Eden."
As a worst case measure, right? How about a best case? What if the world was safe? What if next time aliens roll up to the club, and they couldn't get past the bouncer?
The only people threatening the planet would be people.
I will apply this to the Ultron program, but Jarvis can't download a data schematic this dense. We can only do it while we have the scepter here. That's 3 days. Give me 3 days.
So you're going for artificial intelligence and you don't want it on the team.
That's right. You know why? Because we don't have time for a city hall debate. I don't want to hear the man was not meant to meddle medley. I see a suit of armor around the world.
Sounds like a Cold War time.
I've seen colder. Evacuate everyone south of that line.
What about the people in the north?
I'm afraid it's too late for them. This very vulnerable blue one, it needs Ultron. Peace in our time. Imagine that.
I don't give a shit who he is with. I want you to pull Commander Lipson out of that meeting right now.
Ma'am, I'm not really sure that I can...
Shut the fuck up and listen to me. It wasn't a rogue ass during the strike. It was an attack. An attack! Give me a goddamn list of every person on Luna with a direct line of communication to Fleet Command. Fuck.
Christian,
What?
the second rock just hit Earth. About 40 kilometers northwest of Philadelphia. And we've lost communication with them. At least now they know it's an attack.
They can't see the rocks. They don't know why. We have to get through to the Secretary General herself. Tell her directly what we know.
We'll convince her.
She'll be in the state room, Mike.
No, she's not in New York. She's on some junket. South Asia Trade Zone talks.
Right. Secret Service will have her off the ground by now. We need to contact the UN one.
Medics from Fort Wayne and Fort Drum are being deployed to the disaster area, along with 80 MEVs and 50 clearance for search and rescue. Medical Corps is setting up triage units around Syracuse and Pittsburgh.
I want relief drills around the clock in the air to resupply the first responders and make sure the UNAID and the Red Cross get anything they need.
Fleet Command recommends that we head to Luna immediately until they can better assess
We're not going to Luna.
Nancy, the planet's under
And
attack.
I'm not abandoning it. What the hell's going on with the AST responders?
The Planetary Defense Command says it's possible the entire Sentinel system's been hacked.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
I went to the academy with half the officers on that plane. Not even one of them will pick up. We've been blackballed. Our whole goddamn staff.
That's it. The staff. Casey,
Another Officer Allen.
listen to me. I need you to do exactly as I say.
In the case of collapsing empires, the chefs are important.
You've batted me up for years with macarons. Now, listen. Nancy, you have to listen to me, please.
God damn it, sir. I'm sorry she made me.
The rocks crashing down on Earth are covered in Martian stealth composites. That's why our spotters cannot see them.
Why would Mars?
It's not Mars. It's
Marco and Arrows.
Yes, and I can prove it. But right now,
Harambe.
What do you recommend?
the watchtower satellites are the only thing we have that can penetrate stealth. You have to link them to the spotters. That's the best chance to destroy any more rocks that are on the way.
How many more are there?
I don't know, which is why you have to act immediately.
Retest the watchtowers and the sentinels. Just do it.
is utter confusion here in Safazan.
That's a flashback.
Shortlist.
2.
Shortlist that we had discussed.
Alex Wick, who you brought me before.
Because he was good.
He has no soul. Of course he sounded good. The man would front for the Gotti family if you asked him to. And Annabeth Shot, the little pixie from the Taylor Reid show.
I don't think we should hire either one of them. I think I should do it.
Do what?
Brief the press.
That's all I have to say about that.
It's just living in my attic. Living in my attic. I think we're done for the day. Thank you for watching.